And he's able to get a single. A couple batters later, Will Smith, who had 2 hits in this game, he grounded a double play to end the game, and the losing skid continues for the Dodgers. So not a fun one if you are just looking at the loss, but the truth is that this could have been a lot worse. This could have been another game where the Dodgers offense was cold, only scored a couple of runs, didn't do very much, but Mookie Betts had a good night. He went 2 for 4. Even the line out there in the first inning was hard contact. He said after the game that he doesn't feel like he's doing very much, but I do think this is a very positive night for Mookie Betts. So let's hear from him. This is just minutes ago down there in the visiting clubhouse here at Oracle Park.
Mookie, when you look at how the last week has gone, just the fight you all showed tonight, Dave Roberts talked about just the feeling of a sense of urgency, wanting the win. Were you feeling that in this game tonight, just how you all battled it back?
Yeah, it's kind of like we play like that every year. We just haven't gotten the bats going. Today we were shooting some hits together, some innings together, but we just came up short.
What are you seeing from the movement that at least put you guys in a situation to potentially pull off this comeback?
I think he just left a few pitches out over the plate, especially in the around. I don't remember what inning it was, but we just able to string some hits together, something we hadn't done in a while. Obviously, I know it sucks, but I'm going to try and take some positive out of it. At least we battled back.
It's kind of like something going on. Just making it more frustrating when you guys do kind of come back and get close late in a game like that.
No, I think it's definitely more encouraging. We haven't. I can't say this. I haven't done anything this whole time. So, I don't want to speak on myself, but I don't want to speak on other people. But just to kind of get us going and getting some hits there. It's just at least that's the positive that you can think
How bad did you think it was?
it just got me on the inner thigh. But just was numb for a second. But you get hit by a ball. It's probably hurt.
All right, cool. So is the echo on my audio or is it on the Mookie? Let's double check here. Wait a second, guys. Let's fix this. We would have been talking about Michael Conforto having his best game as a signature performance. All right, sounds good. Yeah, so look, it was a good night for Mookie Betts. He's not going to feel good about it just because, of course, that's the kind he is. He is not going. He's not going to just accept anything if it's not a win. Now, I will say, just kind of looking back at the ninth inning there, Will Smith at the plate. You just get a 4-pitch walk, and you're trying to end this losing streak, and you swing at the first pitch, and you ground out into a double play, and that gives you your 7th straight loss. That's absolutely brutal. But then you remind yourself that Will Smith is hitting .407 with runners in scoring position. He's been one of the Dodgers' most clutch hitters this season. If you could pick a couple of different guys that you'd want at the plate in that situation, Will Smith certainly would be one of them. So it's nitpicky. It was a tough play, a better at bat for sure. And it's a guy that had multiple hits tonight, and it just wasn't his moment there at the end. It felt like the Dodgers were going to have a moment, but they just don't. And it's tough. You lose 7 straight games, but I will say, let's say tomorrow the Dodgers come out, it's early, and you're feeling better about the offense and you see early runs from this team. I do think that this could be one of those games you look back and say, hey, that was the turning point, because the reason why this team has been losing games, the reason why this team is struggling and is mired in this losing streak, the reason why they're losing games right now is mostly due to the lack of offense and not due as much to the pitching. The pitching, yes, Yamamoto didn't pitch well on Monday against the Brewers, and they've had some rough spots at times throughout, but it's the fact that the offense is in single digits for most nights during this 6-game losing streak. So I do think the fact the offense picks it up a little bit, you feel better about that. Mookie Betts having a better night, you feel better about that. And then the other thing really is, what does this really mean for Dustin May? I think if we're looking big picture here, like you and I know that the Dodgers, if they get fully healthy, there's a really good chance they're going to still win this division. And when you make the playoffs, and you're the Dodgers, with the talent that you have, being the reigning champions, you still have to feel confident about this group with all the star power that they do have. But I think you can look at tonight, and one of the true only, I think, long-term takeaways you can take from losing this game is two things. The performance of Dustin May, where, yeah, he had a really nice start against the White Sox. He was dominant in that one. We were talking about a perfect game at one point. But for the most part, there's just a lot of hard contact against him. The ERA, the FIP, the kind of the expected stuff, there's nothing that Dustin May has done throughout the course of this season that would say, yeah, this guy deserves to be in the rotation if everyone's healthy. Yeah.